Hello everyone, my name's Debbie. I'm on Beary Stitchery here on Flosstube and over on Instagram, and this is a channel all about cross stitch. Today is episode number 36 and it is my February stitching update as well as my plans for March. So this month I didn't get as much stitching as I thought I would get done. I have Raynaud's and I take medicine for it, but February's been pretty cold and it's kind of caused some flare-ups and it makes my fingers go numb, and when the feeling comes back in them they're pretty tingly and just a bit sore. So some of my plans did get not achieved this month, but I have got quite a bit of stitching to show you. None of those are actually fully finished items. I did drop some things off to Michael's for framing, but they're running a bit behind, they were super busy. But that'll be here for the next video. And I started making some cushions yesterday as a replacement fully finished object, but I dropped a cutting board on my toe and I thought I'd broke it. It's just a bit bruised, but it definitely put an end to using the sewing machine last night. So no finishes, no fully finished items, but I did work on quite a lot of my bigger projects, so that's what I'm going to show you. So the first project that you'll see every month is Beary Tree. This is a chart by Artecy, and this is one that I work on every month and try and finish a page so I can finish it at some point in the future. And I did finish a page this month. You can see him. This page had so much confetti in it, but I was glad to get it finished because it really makes you see that little bear at the top there. And this one's little ears are poking out. But I love the colours in this one. And I think next month, for March, I might do another page on the top row up here. I'm actually thinking about doing the whole top row and then doing the stack of 2 pages back along like the bottom, so that I get a good mixture of working on bear and background, and it'll keep my interest. But this one is on 25 count easy guide and I'm stitching it 1/1 full cross in DMC. So you will see that one again next month. That one's so cute. Okay, the next one is also a full coverage and it is Mini Galaxy Girl. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. The artist is Molly Harrison. And this one I did do a little bit of progress on. I actually put in just over 1,000 tent stitches on this one. I'm using this for the By the Numbers event in Full Coverage Fanatics, and I'm actually doing the 500 stitch level. I thought I'll go in nice and easy so I can actually achieve the goal maybe from the whole year. So because I'm doing it tent stitch, I have to double that. So it's 1,000 tent stitches it gets every month. But this one again is full of confetti. And this is on 28 count easy guide, and this is 2/1 tent stitch. And after this page, I think I'm excited to get to the next one because I think that's where her forehead and her eye starts. But yep, slow and steady progress on this one, and again this one will be out in March for another 1,000 tent stitches. This next one I loved working on this month, and it was hard to put it down. I really wanted to go to the next page, and it is Soucis by Long Dog Samplers. In all of these you'll see a before picture of where I was at the beginning of the month, and that is where I am now. I finished another page. This is 6 out of the 9 pages of the entire chart. This is on 32 count Opal Lugana in the colour Sea Glass by B Stitch Me, and I'm using DMC 3812. And I filled in the body of the elephant. I didn't want to mess around trying to work out how to do the date on the elephant because it was a different year, and so I just filled him all in. And I had to unpick where my initials are, if you see underneath the elephant. I'd started stitching Julia Line's initials from the chart and realised, oh, I meant to put my initials there. But I'm so excited. This one is definitely going to be a finish this year. It's on my year of whips. Yeah, probably won't pick this one out in March. It may be April. but this will definitely be finished this year. 3 more pages to do along the bottom and it'll be done, and this will be my first long dog sampler finish. But loved working on this one and can't wait to pick it up again. My next project is also on my year of whips, and that is a group, Melanie Watkins, the Soulful Stitcher. At the beginning of the year we had to submit a number of whips that we would want to see finished this year, and to achieve the challenge you have to finish half of them within the year. And I picked some pretty big ones, and some really old ones too that I just wanted to see finished, and this is one of them. And it is Yin Yang. It is Emma Congdon Stitchrovia. And this has been my whip pile for forever, so I pulled it out and did some work on it this month. This is on 18 count Ada, and it's just in DMC 2/1. And I used this as one of my focus projects in Semi-Sane this month, so I think I did about 3,000 or 4,000 stitches on this one. And it doesn't look like very much, but I did get all this bit like filled in, and I'm going to fill in some of these mountains next and then work the wave part down. I'm glad I bought the chart from Etsy. I have the magazine version and it was just a nightmare to work from, so I'm glad I bought the one from Etsy. It's much easier, and I got a lot more progress quicker than I was working from the magazine chart. But I love the colours on this. I can't wait to see it finished, but I am kind of hitting a wall with it now. But I'm thinking for March I might make this my 25/7 project, where I work on it for sort of 25 minutes every day, or like one little Flosstube episode, and again just give it slow and steady progress, and hopefully it will be finished this year. But that is that one. Okay, oh, this is another project that's also on Sea Glass from Bee Stitch Me. It's my favourite fabric. This is Quaker Turtle by Aury TM. And here's where I got to. I actually got quite a lot of this one done. This one has got a deceptive amount of stitches in it. It's on 40 count even weave, like I said, in the colour Sea Glass from Bee Stitch Me. It feels like it's going to go on for forever, but I do enjoy working on this one. This is a good car project. It's just one colour, which is Gloriana Blue Hawaii. It's a beautiful silk. It changes from like the aqua to the turquoisey blue. It's really, really nice to work with. And this one I pulled 4 strands out from the skein of Gloriana, and that was my goal to put in. And I actually think 4 strands is a little bit much in the month. It took up quite a lot of time, so I'm going to go back to using just 3. And I've actually put them on a little floss shop, so that's my target for March, is to put these 3 strands in, because I'm doing 1/2, so that actually goes quite a long way. What else to say about this one? This is also on my year of whips, I haven't said that, so this is another project I'd love to have finished this year, and hopefully working on it a tiny bit each month will see that happen. Sorry if you can hear the heating's just kicked back on. It's a really cold and rainy day here today, so it'll probably go off in a minute. My next project is my Whip Go project for this month. This is Under the Flowers. It is a pain-free crafts chart by Marine Loop. And my goal this month was to work in all those part threads of this page here and finish that page up. And I actually managed to do that. That was pretty time consuming, working all those threads in. But I got it done. But this again was super slow going. It's a lot of confetti and super pale grey, every shade of white and pale grey that I think DMC has. I had to work in there and put all these threads away. So I just got these ones left. But this is 2/1 10 stitch on 28 count easy guide. And I think next time I pick this one up, I'm going to come up and do this page here because it gets me closer to the top of her head. and maybe out a little bit of these like pale white colours, but I do love how it looks. It's just not the most fun to stitch on, but I am glad I got all those part threads put in. It might make me less hesitant to pick it up next time it's called on Whip Go again. And my other Whip Go project for the month, I didn't actually get round to. It was a casualty of a short month. I didn't get round to working on Feline Force, so I'm gonna have to play catch up with that one. Another casualty was the Halloween wreath stitch along by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I didn't get this month's part done. It was low on my priority list and I didn't want to pick it up. So this month, hopefully I'll get the 2 parts stitched, because it's now in that danger zone of falling behind in a sal and might completely fall off completely. So I'm hoping I pick that one back up and it doesn't get too far behind, because I know me, once it gets more than 2 months behind, it kind of gets ditched to the side. But this month for Whip Go, my 2 full coverage projects that were called on my board were Snippet off Lochie. You'll see a picture in here. And this is where I'll be starting from. So I've got that whole top row of pages done. I'm thinking I'm just going to cut this one. I'm just going to work in the rows. So I'm going to come down here. I might get some of his face done, but that is where I'm starting from. And he is stitched on 28 count easy guide and 2/110 stitch. I love how he stands out against that blue background. So that is my first Whip Go project. The second project called was actually a Dimensions kit, and it is Winter Cabin. And again, this is another one that's on my year of whips that I'd love to see finished this year. So I hope to get some good progress in March. And that is where I'm starting from. I think I'm halfway. I think these trees in the middle is the page break across the middle. So I'm about halfway, and I have done all the back stitch up to this point, or that I could do around where the stitches are finished. So that is where he will be starting from. And this is just stitched on the kit fabric, which is a 16 count grey Ada, and it's all the kit floss. But hopefully we'll see some good progress on this one this month. The last project that I'm definitely picking up and is my non-full coverage focus piece is Koalas by Country Threads. Again, another one on my year of whip, so I really need to start touching these ones, given that we're already going into March. And I've already put on Q-snaps ready to start. And I would love to get this whole koala finished and a good start on one of the other koalas to the side. And this is on 32 count Earth Logana by B Stitch Me. And that's that one. I just added my new needle minder from Mad for Minders. I think that was what made me pick this one as my focus piece for this month, was that the needle minder arrived. So that one's ready to start tonight. I'm going to take that in the car to karate with me. Nice light fabric. And that one's actually stitched all in anchor floss. That's how it's charted. Any other projects that I work on will probably be decided by challenges within groups. If I deviate from these ones, it'll be decided by challenges that are in groups. But that's all the cross stitching that I have. I have a tiny bit of haul for the month. I was trying to be good. There is market coming up in March, and I have put in a pre-order from Abby Top Knot Stitcher, so I'm excited for that to come in. At first I was thinking there was not much that was taking my fancy at this market. I prefer the one at the end of the year where it's like Christmas and Halloween stuff, but I had a good couple on my list by the time I put my final order in. So the tiny bit of haul that I have for this month is Friday Night Fight Night, Be Stitch Me. I was like, I'm not going to look, and then I looked and I ended up getting 2 fabrics. So this is one of them. This is 40 count Verdal in the colour Devil's Claw. I love this, and I picked this one as soon as I saw it. I think I might use it for the Lindy Stitches chart is it Dents and Scratches, when it has like the little bird on it. This is my current plan for that one. But I love that colour. The teals and the purples. The other piece was a 32 count linen. It doesn't have a name. It's an opal. It's a beautiful teal colour. Love that. And I have another 2 pieces of Be Stitch Me fabric, but I actually won these. Brandy had like a giveaway thing every day up till Christmas, and one of the prizes was 3 months in the Fabric of the Month Club, and I picked 40 count Verdal in the neutrals. So I actually, this is January, and it's hot cocoa, and I think she does a mixture from like the main line and new colours. That seems, I don't know if that's true, but I think this one was in the main line. But I absolutely love it. This hot cocoa colour, it would be a perfect neutral for something. Another one I actually just ran out in the rain to get from the mailbox because it said it was delivered, is again 40 count even weave in the colour Flan. It's like an orangey gingerbread colour. It's not something I would have picked normally, but it'll be perfect for something. And that one's called Flan. Another piece of fabric that I got, it was on its way last time I made a video, I got from Rebel Stitcher, Colleen, Rebel Stitcher Designs, and I've never had a piece of fabric like this before, and it is 40 count jack-o'-lantern from XG Designs. That will be perfect for something Halloweeny, so I'll be saving that. And these 4, if you haven't checked out the shop called Stitchy Stuff Co on Etsy, they do overdyed threads, and I will link them below. Highly recommend. I think they only ship within the US though, so if you're in the US, go check them out, and hopefully she'll ship elsewhere later. But so far I think it's just in the US. I picked up some little mini hanks of floss. I absolutely love them. So I always have the a fear of like running out. So I got a couple of like little hanks. Let me hold this up against something. So this one is called Night Owl. It's kind of like a navy purple, like blurple color. Love that one. This one is called Dutch Chocolate. Nice warm browns. Cerise Noir. Nice plum color. And Crimson Rose, which I may have a plan for. I just need to find the chart. It was a Christmas one with reindeer on it, but I'm not even sure where I put it, but that might be what that's for. So that's those, and I will link them below. I absolutely love her floss. The variegation is beautiful on them, and there's some that are like these ones are kind of subtle variegation, and then you get ones that are multiple colors, but I absolutely love her floss. The last 2 things are, this was my unicorn kit that I was after for ages. I collect kits. It's a completely separate hobby from stitching, clearly, but this was my unicorn one for ages. I kept getting outbid on eBay, and I wasn't going to go over a certain amount on any kit, really. Rarely do I go really high, unless it's something it's really, really rare, but I always think they'll come back up at some point, and just keep your eye out. But this was my unicorn, and it's called Power of the Serengeti. It's an Old Dimensions kit. Unsorted threads and fabric in there. I'll probably do what I did with the orcas that I stitched, and we'll switch out the background fabric for something that has a little bit of movement in the sky. But this house, we love elephants, so yeah, I've been on the lookout for this one for a while, so I was glad to pick that up on eBay. So now I need to think of a new unicorn kit. Okay, very last thing, before I actually open it, you can see the box. This box arrived. This was a kit that I ordered from Gecko Rouge. I actually ordered it on the 30th of December, and I think it came on the 25th of February. And it comes, I don't know how to do this without it falling all out, beautifully wrapped up. My last kit from Gecko Rouge, and I don't know whether it's called the last one, I got a PDF chart, but the packaging, it looked like the truck had run over it. It was just in a little plastic bag, and yeah, it looks like it came on the bottom of the FedEx truck. But this came beautiful in this box. And it is the Wednesday kit by Medusa Dollmaker. What is it actually called? Yeah, Wednesday Addams by Medusa Dollmaker. And this one I actually ordered when I was waiting for surgery. The time was running over, so they gave me my phone back, and I was like, I'll just order a gecko kit. They seem to be going up in price, so I wanted to get it now while I could. But it's absolutely beautiful on the inside. I don't know when I'm going to start it, but I really do. I think I'm going to let it live in this box until I do. But all the threads are pre-sorted. They're a bit different from other kits in that these are DMC threads, but they have the symbol that is on the chart, so you don't actually know what thread it is, but they are DMC, if that makes sense. So the symbol on the bobbin matches the symbol on the chart. They don't actually give you the DMC number, so if you run out, you can message them and they will tell you what it is. But that's that one. And this is on 28 count easy guides, and I got enough. I bought the one for 1/1 on 28 count, the thread allowance, so I don't know if that would be okay to use 2/1 10 stitch, whether that would give me enough, but no plans to start it right now. But it is beautiful, so maybe I should just save up and wait and buy like another Gecko Rouge kit before we can't get them anymore. So that's all I have this month. Hopefully I'll have a lot more stitching to show you next month and make a lot of progress on some of these projects. Whip Warriors is having an event where you're supposed to stitch 1,000 stitches on your each full coverage, so maybe more projects will be out than this, but right now this is my plans, and I will hope you come back, and I'll see you at the end of March and with all my market goodies too. Until then, I hope you have a safe and warm month if you're in the path of any of these blizzards that are coming across the US, and I hope to see you in March. Until then, bye!